Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today we have a smorgasbord of Alpha 4.2.0 updates as it plows towards its live release. We've got a roadmap, a new PTU patch, more hints at a new ship, and more fixes incoming. Let's start with the roadmap. The roadmap they just released was more confirming and officially unveiling some of the content for Alpha 4.2.0 as committed for the patch and going, this is definitely going to be here. Surprise! Irradiated Apex Valakar. Obviously, a lot of people have already seen this because they're available to fight in the PTU patch currently. Adding the irradiated Apex Valakar that players can find near the research facility while doing the Stormbreaker sandbox activity. He's massive. The Apex Valakar is absolutely massive. It is a proper boss fight. It is sickly. It's irradiated. Yeah, he's tired. The fight is also was geared for around 4 people, though they've been buffing it and tweaking it, so I don't know really where it lands at the moment, nor its full-on intention. But this was also committed along with the irradiated adult Valakar and irradiated juvenile Valakar. So these appear during that fight. They get summoned by that Apex. And there's also irradiated Copians that roam near the research facility and hunt in packs. All were previously listed as a new creatures feature. There's also some new hairstyles, 4 additional hairstyles that have been committed. Radiation implementing dangerous radiation zones in specific locations, forcing players to adapt with specialized gear and strategic navigation. This strategic gear is really the Sterling exploration suit, which is also committed. Super heavy radiation suit. There's dynamic rain here that's confirmed. It's only in select locations, but obviously it's part of the storms, and if you're under the clouds that are big enough, then you're going to get rained on. There's the ASD facilities, a research facility strategically located on Pyro 1. These are used for the Stormbreaker event, but they're just cool new locations. There's also the ASD data center, strategically placed on Pyro 4. Again, providing key infrastructure and sandbox gameplay opportunities for planetary operations. Obviously, you've got the Stormbreaker activity itself going to those ASD facilities, taking out some of the guards, getting key cards, getting credentials, getting the right uniforms and everything, breaking in, getting an egg, going to the cooling tower, fighting a giant Valakar. It's cool. Loads of cool loot there. Also, Argo Atlas, or ATLS, ICT, and Geo ICT. These are versatile new combat suits developed for upcoming challenges, ready to prove their value in an upcoming new sandbox activity. They are both equipped with dual weapons, and the Geo ICT version keeps its backpack for a jumping ability with adjusted gear slots to fit FPS weapons and gadgets. Wickelow's special ships, adding multiple new ships and vehicles to the ever-expanding Wickelow's Emporium, such as the Mirai Guardian Key, the Mark II Super Hornet, the Misk Fortune, Power Nox, Mirai Pulse, the Urza Medivac. These ships and vehicles can be unlocked by bringing Wickelow a number of favors in exchange for rewards. The Volt Laser Prism Shotgun, a cutting-edge energy shotgun that ramps up its pellet spread with heat, delivering brutal close-range bursts powered by Volt. And then we also have a couple of things that were set to released already. It's ships. It's all the ships that were at Fleet Week. So the Idris P, a ship that secures our past and continues to define our future. This steadfast tactical civilian class incarnation of the UEEN Darling is now available to fly. I mean, obviously it's the Idris M as well, and those weapon kits for them, but also the Greycat MDC, the Mirai Guardian MX, the Misk Starlance Attack, and the Anvil Asgard, all released. And the rest of what we talked about, all committed for 4.2.0. But this does mean there's a couple of things that may not make it into 4.2. So this is the Space Combat Mission Defend sort of branch, the Defend set of missions. There was also that mention of a new global event, adding a global cross-shard event that builds collaboration and competition, scheduled to come out in a 4.2.x patch, so it might have actually been already planned for 4.2.1 or whatever. I think actually that's also true of those Space Combat Defend missions. And there's some new medium utility armor as well, coming in 4.2.x. We have had a new PTU patch recently that was released on the evening of June the 4th. In this patch, there was Stormbreaker and ASD location polish, further FPS AI Stormbreaker facility nav mesh improvements to help with navigation, including in and out of spawn closets and obstacle avoidance, adjusted the ASD shuttle navigation spline splines and air shield shader. Further Lazarus complex exterior cover polish has been made. They fine-tuned transition rules for Worm combat music and created a sub-mix change on the playlists for Storm and the tracks for the Valakar. Further Stormbreaker Density Manager optimizations were made for AI bodies and abandoned vehicle cleanup at the ASD locations. Vehicles in the area that are abandoned will be cleaned up after 2 hours because there's too much density of stuff there, causing lots of performance issues. They made some Apex Valakar polish with its weak spots, VFX, radiation polish. Radiation now displays rounded values for environmental emission, suit protection, and total radiation. Wicklow Collection Polish, they've updated Wicklow recipe and favour menus with Mercenary Scrip, Council Scrip, and Karenite. They've added back in the ship battle favour conversions. So yes, Wicklow is still very much after script, and it is a way of getting a load of cool stuff. Also in the patch, they've added more of the bomb racks to shops like Centre Mass. They've slightly reduced the Argo, ATLS Geo, ICT landing dust effect. The Volk shotgun has a VFX polish to make impacts more impactful, and there's been further server performance optimizations, which are essential. And yeah, there's tons of bug fixes in this patch, lots for Stormbreaker, and many location fixes. Actually, that seems to be the main sort of focus over the last couple of patches. There's still some known issues. Ships and vehicles streaming out of locations when you're sort of quantum traveling or arriving at locations produces loads of performance drops and sort of freezing. Performance in general as well is a key focus for CIG to try and get up as much as possible. There's some target lock issues. The Asset Manager app gets stuck in infinite loading sometimes. Argo and MISC saddlebags don't snap to the Argo Raft's cargo grid. The check-in medical kiosk gets stuck on checking availability loading screen in some areas. Not a huge amount of known issues, but obviously performance is major at the moment, and CIG trying to get servers into a better state. We could see release candidates start to pop up real soon for this patch. I think CIG are keen to get server performance more consistent and stable for this patch and for the 4.2.x cycle in general. Please check out my video on the dev response to server woes if you are interested in knowing more, because that was quite in depth. Talking about dev responses, I did see a post. Freelancer misfix ETA. The ship is missing a missile rack. When is that going to be fixed or restored? John Crew responded to this. I actually just submitted a fix for this into 4.2 and then noticed this thread. Happy timings. So you can probably expect this and a few more fixes for 4.2 before it goes live. CIG, as I said, keen to get stuff in as good a shape as possible before releasing that patch. We might even see engineering in June go on to the tech preview with this build effectively. So yeah. Also, Alien Week. That's coming up real soon, and we might see some more ships and vehicles turn up in this patch too. In fact, from the monthly report, CIG said the North American teams moved on to closing out an upcoming variant for its impending release, with the ship successfully passing its final review. And there are strong indicators that this is a Prowler variant. We saw a skin of a Prowler in the recent newsletter, but also in the patch notes, we saw reference to Prowler series and all Prowler variants or some such. Boom! That's it for your updates today. I'm very keen to get 4.2 into live. I'm very excited for Alien Week, which could start as early as, I suppose, end of next week. Yeah, new ships and vehicles. Are you expecting a Prowler variant? Are you excited for 4.2? Have you been fighting the Apex Valakar already, or is the server and game been too janky for you? Are you waiting for live? Tell me what you think of that patch. I would love to hear from you down below. Something else, you should go down and click on the links. They're there below, and you can get yourself some NordVPN or one of our other cleverly placed affiliates below that helps out the channel. You get a product or thing that you like NordVPN. Fantastic if you want better accessibility. I was going to say stability, not stability. Privacy and security. Those are the things that you want on the interwebs. Oh, NordVPN's great for that. I use it. Maybe you want to use it as well. Click the links below or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Either. Bah. If you would like to further support the channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that sort of good stuff. We've got join buttons under videos that help support the channel as well. You get some exclusive videos that are going out now. They've got Patreon, which basically does the same. We make daily Star Citizen content here, and that's partly due to the people that go the extra mile and help out the channel. I hope you have a fantastic May, a fantastic Fleet Week, and a great Star Citizen Alpha 4.1.1 experience.